Hey guys, welcome back if you're returning and welcome if you're new. As you can tell by the title below, we're going to be making some homemade bagels today. We're going to be making a plain bagel and we're also going to be making a Panera Bread dupe for their like cinnamon sugar crumble one. And I'll show you guys how to make that. But first, we got to get our coffee in. This morning, I was feeling some bagels. And before I did anything, I needed some coffee, okay? So if you guys want to learn how to make these protein-packed bagels, go ahead and continue watching this video. If not, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. I got plenty of videos on here, decorating, shopping, all of the above, all the things on top of all of the things. And let's get right into this video.
I knock it out, no rubber band, no rubber band. Every time I put down, they show me that. If I know pull out, she got my back. Although you cool, I'm happy that. Although you cool, say everything I do is for my woman.
So for both batches, I'm going to be using a basic recipe, which is going to be 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of baking powder or soda, a pinch of salt, and some ground cinnamon. The ground cinnamon is going to be the substitute ingredient in both of these recipes. So if you're wanting to make like a jalapeno and cheese one, you can do that. Just substitute that with the cinnamon. If you're just wanting to make it plain, don't put the cinnamon in it. All right, so like I said before, we're gonna use 1 cup of flour. Make sure it's a full cup. Now I got these little Greek yogurt 5% milk. You can use whatever kind of Greek yogurt you have. If you want it to be flavorful, you do that, but I like the plain Greek yogurt if you're gonna make a plain bagel. And it's easier to kind of mix and match if you get like a bigger tub of Greek yogurt. But I kind of just wanted to try it out with this type of Greek yogurt. And it doesn't matter how much cinnamon you want. You just go ahead and put however much your little heart desires. And, you know, we're not doing measurements over here. I just put a little 1, 2 in there, okay? And then you're going to mix it up after you put all your dry ingredients together. You're going to mix it up. It's going to take a little while for it to become a little dough consistency, but you're going to get it. It's going to be fine. You just got to keep mixing it. You guys will see here in a minute. But you will be preheating your oven while you're doing this at 375. And I'm actually going to put the bagels in for about 15 minutes, but we'll get to that part when we get to that part. But you guys are just going to mix it up, and it's pretty simple, guys. It's pretty easy. So with that being said, I'm going to challenge you guys to make this recipe at home. If you eat bagels, if you're going back to school, if you're starting a new job, if you're working and going to school, I recommend you making these because these are so delicious and so packed with nutrition, and these are better than your average bagel, okay? So the cup that I got was actually a little bit under 1 cup of Greek yogurt, but it worked out pretty fine. You guys will see here in a minute how much mixing you kind of have to do. It takes a little bit, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I promise you. It's gonna become a dough consistency. You just stick in there, boo. Stick in there. And honestly, I don't really like using like mixing tools. I feel like you can get things a lot better when you just use your hands, especially when you're dealing with like bread and just like, yeah, bread products and dough and stuff like that. It's just easier to work with your hands. Yeah, so that's what I recommend. If you don't like getting your hands dirty, wear some gloves or something, or stick to the utensils. But for me, I feel like it's easier to just get it into the consistency that you want whenever you just knead it with your hands. All right, so as you guys see, it took a little minute to get it into a doughy consistency, but it happened. It did it and went, okay? So I'm gonna let that sit over for a little bit, and let it kind of all the ingredients mush together. And I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Y'all, this is the key. This is key to cooking, okay? Especially if you're gonna be making like a bunch of these, or you're doing a whole bunch of cooking in the kitchen. Clean as you go, okay? So I'm still using pretty much the same stuff. I'm using the same bowl and everything, but I'm making a different type of batch. So I used the cinnamon one first, which I should have just did the plain one and continued on my day so I didn't have to wash it in the middle. But that's not the point. The point is we cleaned while we went, okay? And that's key to a nice home put together. Yeah. But I don't know what I was trying to say there. But yeah, I'm just go ahead and clean everything up, and then I'm going to do the same recipe again with the plain bagels. Instead of using cinnamon, I'm not using anything. So all I'm using is the 1 cup flour, 1 cup Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of baking powder or soda, and a pinch of salt. And just kneading that together and calling it a day, okay? This is also the stage that you would also add, like, if you wanted to make like cheddar jalapeno, which is probably gonna be my next one that I make. This is where you would add the cheese and the chopped up jalapeno in here. Or if you wanted to make like a raisin bran type of deal, you would put like the cinnamon, the raisins in there. Any type of bagel that you want to make, that's when you would put the ingredients in now, okay? If that makes sense. So I feel like this is a pretty diverse recipe, so I challenge you. I'm challenging you again. I want you guys to tag me in your bagels, and I need to see y'all's herbs and y'all's window seals in y'all's kitchen, okay? In your mama kitchen, even if it's not your kitchen, in your mama kitchen, your friend kitchen, in your balcony, wherever, okay? Because if you was making like some basil, if you had some basil and parsley, you can make some basil parsley cream cheese with your jalapeno cheddar bagels, and it's on and popping, okay? But you know, y'all want to be basic and go to the grocery store and spend the money. That's cool. That's cool. We're gonna be over here, okay? So moving on, we're gonna be making that kind of sugary crumble topping. So I used about 2 tablespoons of butter and cinnamon and sugar in there. I really didn't measure the cinnamon sugar. I just put it in there until my heart desired, and I'm mixing it in there until it's all incorporated. And that's what we're gonna put on top of our cinnamon bagels to give it that kind of crunchy feel. If y'all know, it's like a cinnamon y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put a picture up here from Panera, what kind of bagel I'll be getting from there, because it's so good. And they have like a cinnamon cream cheese. If y'all want like a cream cheese or a butter video on we make different flavored butters and stuff, y'all comment down below if y'all want that. But back to you this video. So a lot of the recipes call for to like just make a ball and stick your fingers through it. I found that this was the easier way, was just to make it into a log and then pinch the top and bottom together and making a donut bagel, okay? Each recipe called made for me. So if you want more for the week, double it, triple it, bop it, twist it to start, okay? I just wanted to make sure that I liked the recipe, and I made sure that it was good, and it was actually really delicious. So I'll be going to the grocery store and getting a whole bunch of Greek yogurt and making a bunch of bagels for the week. So I'm super happy that I learned how to do that. And after you do that, you're gonna egg wash it before you put your cinnamon mixture. So even for the plain ones, you're still gonna egg wash it to kind of give it a little bit of that crispy bagely feel. And when I tell you the house smelled like bagels when I popped these in the oven, but yeah, I'm all over the place as usual. Let me get back to it. So you're gonna put the egg wash on all of them, and then you're going to put the cinnamon mixture on the cinnamon bagels, okay? Like I said earlier, you're going to be putting these in for about 15 minutes at 375. I actually turned the oven off at 15 minutes and let them finish cooking there for an additional 3 minutes. So 18 minutes total. And these are baby toddler approved, okay? He was eating them. That was like his second bagel. I'm about to taste test the plain bagels with my coffee. I put a little jalapeno cream cheese on it, and it was a hit, okay? Okay, it was good. My mom was eating them up. So these for sure will be a staple in the house, okay? And I also wanted to show you guys, I just stored it in these airtight containers and stuff. But like I said earlier, I do want to see you guys try to recreate these bagels on your channel, on your Instagram. Just tag me in it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Anything I talk where you talk, I go do. Me, I know they see another girl for my visuals. Loving you,